In this video, I'm going to be talking about order of operations. This is what we use when there's many different operations to do when simplifying a problem. Remember, operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So the order of operations, a lot of you may remember it as PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S. And you may remember that by saying, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." I'm going to replace the P with a G because P stands originally for parentheses, but as we get further in mathematics, we find that there's more grouping symbols than just parentheses, so the G stands for grouping symbols, so you might have to make up a new thing for "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally," or you can make up your own that uses a G. So the first thing you have to take care of is grouping symbols, and there's several different grouping symbols. The ones we'll deal with most of the time at this age are parentheses, but a division bar can serve as a grouping symbol when there's operations on the top or the bottom of the division bar. Brackets can be used as grouping symbols. Absolute value can be used as grouping symbols. For now, though, we'll just talk mainly about parentheses. The second thing in the order of operations is exponents, although we're not going to be using these quite yet when we're doing order of operations this year, so we're just going to put that on the back burner. One issue with the "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally" is some students think that you have to do multiplication before division. That's not actually the truth. It's whichever one comes first, left to right. Okay, so if the division comes first before the multiplication, then you do that. Same thing with addition and subtraction. It happens left to right. So if the subtraction happens to come first, then you should do that first. Let's start practicing some of that. So if you think you know how to do number one, pause the video and give it a shot. When you unpause, I'll be working on it. So we have a subtraction, a multiplication, and a division. And if we look at the order of operations, it will tell us to do the multiplication and division first, left to right, and so this multiplication symbol here we're going to do first. So the 20 is kind of left alone for now, but then we're going to subtract the answer of 5 times 8, which is 40, and we're going to divide by 2. So now that we're at this next level of the problem, we have subtraction and division. The division happens first, so we're going to have this 20, and we're going to subtract the answer to 40 divided by 2, which is 20. So now we have 20 minus 20, which of course is 0. Same thing for number 2. Pause before I work it out, see if you can do it on your own, and then unpause. So for number 2 we have addition, multiplication, subtraction, and another multiplication. So this 350 is going to stay where it is for a moment. And we're going to add to that the answer of 8 times 50. So 8 times 50 is 400. Then we have another multiplication of 2 times 350. So we're going to subtract, because that's what this symbol means. Subtract the answer of 2 times 350, which is 700. So now we just have addition and subtraction. First thing we're going to do is add 350 and 400 and get 750, and then subtract 700, and the answer is 50. Alright, same thing for number 3. Pause and then see if you got it right. So we have division and multiplication. If we look back, that happens left to right, so we're going to do this division first. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And then we're going to multiply that by 4. And so 8 times 4 is 32. And that is it. And that is all for order of operations. See you tomorrow.